Hello everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Dynasty Mode Series video, continuing my journey as the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats, and we are heading into a huge Week 9 of the 2024 season matchup here. Auburn is coming into Kentucky. Auburn is ranked 24th. They're sitting 5-2 on the season, 2-2 in the conference. You have a Kentucky team on the other side. We've had a dream season. This has been incredible. We are playing fantastic football. We are not turning over the ball. We're playing smart and we're managing games and getting momentum early. So that's put us to a 7-0 start to the season, ranked 6th in the nation, and we're 5-0, the #1 team in the SEC. Now, next week, we go up against Tennessee. So that will be in Tennessee, and what I want to point out about that game is Tennessee has struggled this season in this dynasty. They're sitting 2-5 on the season right now, but you better believe they're going to be going out there to try to crush Kentucky in front of their home fans. But first up, Kentucky versus Auburn here today. So going to do the same format as always, going to do some top stories here first, go into the game, and then recruiting, and probably review some stats at the end of this video today to see how the team has been doing and see how players are ranking across the nation. I haven't shown that yet, but so feel free, I'll have timestamps for you all in the video description. Feel free to jump around wherever you want. If you just want to go ahead into the game, you can go ahead and do that. If you all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and I have a full playlist link for you all in the video description below for this series, which is the best place to look for more episodes. And I also have a full Road to Glory series I'm doing as a quarterback for the Minnesota Golden Gophers, and that one has been a blast, and wow, it's been so challenging. As a freshman quarterback in this game, you really feel like a freshman quarterback. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top stories here. The biggest one to me is Kentucky sitting 7-0, 6th in the nation. You have Oregon at the top, Michigan 2nd, Utah 3rd, Miami 4th, Oklahoma State, Kentucky, Alabama, Florida State, Syracuse, and Georgia making out the top 10. One thing that I love about this game, and if you all have played multiple dynasties, you found this out, but the variability between each dynasty you start is insane, and it leads to such great variety, and it makes each and every storyline, each career so fun, or each dynasty so fun. So I have about 5 or 6 ongoing dynasty. I have this YouTube series one, I have a Texas Tech one I play in live streams over on Twitch, and then I also have other ones I'm just playing through for fun, and one of those is Kentucky on the same settings we're playing here. And in that other Kentucky one I'm doing for fun, I can tell you all the first season did not go this good. And also in that season, Tennessee was ranked #1 in the nation in the first season, and in this one they are 2-4 or 2-5, something like that. So it just shows, like, every time you start a new dynasty, different teams pop up, different teams play better, so you don't always see Georgia dominating, you don't always see Michigan dominating. In one of my series, Michigan lost their first 3 games. So it leads to a lot of variety and new storylines each time you play, and honestly, I kind of like it. At first, I was like, this is unrealistic, but then the more I played it, I was like, this is actually pretty cool. It's so unique each and every time. So I just wanted to point that out. There's a lot of variability when you start different dynasties. But as we take a look at the rest of the top stories here, you have the Golden Bears pull off an upset over conference opponent NC State, 30-35. A huge upset by the Golden Bears there. And then Virginia upsetting Clemson. Clemson moves to the number 18 ranked team on the season. Virginia won 27-24. That is a massive win. And then Louisville tests conference foe Miami, but the Hurricanes prevail 38-35. So Louisville got taken down by the Hurricanes barely by just 3 points. So there's the top stories for the week, and it is time for the Week 9 2024 matchup where the Auburn Tigers, the 24th ranked Auburn Tigers, are coming in to Lexington, Kentucky against the number 6th ranked Kentucky Wildcats, 5-0 in the SEC. Big Blue Nation is going to be rocking tonight. Let's do this, everybody. I'm so fired up for this huge matchup. We have some recruits visiting as well for this matchup, so we need to win big time. So we are gonna be wearing the same uniforms that we've been wearing at home recently. The chrome helmets, the black jerseys, the black pants. That is the uniforms that has been carrying us to victory. And we're gonna go black cleats as well. It is time. 84 overall Kentucky versus 84 overall Auburn. Auburn has the better defense, but the weaker offense out of these two teams. So let's go ahead into Lexington, Kentucky, and take down the Auburn Tigers.
Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
That introduction never gets old. Come on, Big Blue Nation. We get to kick, which means we get the ball at half. I love it. Rainy night here in Lexington. We've had success in the rain this season. Come on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons,
blitz.
He's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be
Did you all see we're now ranked the 25th place to play? We're moving up the toughest place to play ranking because of our home success. Skull. 3 receivers. Let's go nickel.
You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
Tampa 2.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out.
At least I cut the runner up, right? Should have made a better tackle, but tackling's tough in this game.
As we get later in the year and big decisions are made, you've got a top 25 win.
I'm going Tampa 2.
In the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z.
I'm going to tell the secondary to play the sticks right at the first down.
Crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to.
What a tackle!
Oh, they really could have used that.
Come on.
Their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's how you play football right there, everybody.
Didn't impact the offense.
Our home field advantage is showing right now. Wow, I love this game. It's fantastic.
Punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Like, you feel home field advantage in this game. You feel when you're away, too, unless you get the momentum, which is what we did in Florida. It's what we did in Ole Miss. You all remember?
Headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take
this game is all about momentum. Composure.
Locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game
Offensive
like
line
this.
continues to play great football.
Is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
You know, the rain actually has helped us this season. The rain has helped us because we play well in the rain. Our running offense wasn't open.
They try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They really performed.
Tight slots bench, single back.
And that'll build your confidence
I like
as we
it.
continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display.
Mark just did not want to take a tackle there. Now we hit him with the play action.
If they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate.
This might be a touchdown to Brown.
And get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake.
I tried to hit the tight end. It like I got locked into a weird animation there. I don't know what happened on that one. I think I just ran into the lineman.
Nice job getting him on the ground. Getting your first sack of the day. Listen,
well, Ryan, you ran straight into the defender.
To build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
After the big first down sack, it's second down.
I'm looking at Dingle and then Brown.
To the air, it's Vandergrift. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there.
Could have been picked off. Okay, let's settle now.
Work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Slot corner. This play is to Macklin, and this might be a completion.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Risky throw. Oh, he still almost caught it. I was going to give him a chance, you know.
Better than to try that too often.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass.
We need Barry to put this right on the one.
Expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fourth down, and the punt team
Good punt.
sends it the other way. On the return, it's Hunter. They'll get down and put a stop to the
Let's let our defense do what they do best. 3 receivers. Let's go nickel, and let's put a blitz on them.
Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense.
We got the fans fired up here, Big Blue Nation.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
Great tackle.
Too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know,
Tampa 2.
You really want to always establish the tempo, run the football,
They might run
be
this.
consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quarterback on the keeper.
They crushed our end on that side. Walker got chop blocked or just knocked over. Maybe it's a pancake block.
Ooh, I like that
But
option
Walker
play.
got crushed there.
Because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big
Let's throw
point
them
of
all.
emphasis
Let's
for
go
them all
cover
week
one
long in
robber.
practice,
Let's
and it's
show
opening up
a
holes now for the
cover 3.
quarterback to run.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10.
It worked. Beautiful. So they thought we were in zone.
But he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though,
cover
having
2 invert.
none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Back to throw. It's Thorne.
Screen. I got to read that.
Screen to the running back.
Good play. Our open field tackling is great right now.
Screen passes, it just never developed.
So it's third and long. And this
Cover 2
quarterback
invert.
right now
We're playing at the sticks.
So you want to know where your hot routes are.
I'm showing cover 3.
One matchup is, but understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take.
What a tackle,
And they couldn't
Walker!
hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt.
Rain is pouring tonight in Lexington, Kentucky. It is going to be a defensive game.
And you feel comfortable getting
What a
home,
tackle.
you're gonna get to the quarterback. That is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Auburn
Defense
sends
showing
out
up.
the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Run this for a touchdown, Brown.
On the return, it's Brown.
I tried to cut it around.
The 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this
Let's run the
drive.
pistol
It's
full
not
house
something you
off
wanna say
tackle.
very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that: identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first
Exactly.
downs, and
Just going to wear down the defense here. Train them. It looks open to me.
Looking for space. It's Trainer. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback.
Let's run to the weak side.
And let him make some plays down the
We
field.
rarely do this. No,
exactly.
I don't like it.
Coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down.
Look at that
the field.
block.
It's a play.
Oh, look out, there he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on
Was that Dane Key over there? What a block. The wide receiver made that play.
I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying
Our
attention
left
to
side
that
of the
because that's
offensive
a
line
big
is actually
game.
way
I gotta
better.
Make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
I think we go play action here. Into the first quarter,
We've reached
no
the end
points
of
on the
the
board
first
yet.
quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far.
We've held them to 1 passing yard and 8 rushing. Now, we have not had any passing yards either, so they're shutting us down
Let's see if
too.
the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
C-A-T-S, cats, cats, cats. P.A. Dagger.
We'll start the quarter offense about to snap
I'm looking
it
at
on
Dingle
second down.
first and then Brown.
Off play action. Now he's going to break the pocket.
Nobody
He
open.
just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game.
I'm going slot corner. This is a play that I thought could have worked earlier.
I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take
Depending on what coverage they're in, this is going to be great.
Just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line.
What a
of scrimmage.
route.
We go.
Macklin! The transfer from North Texas. Jamori Macklin making plays tonight.
Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
We've got him for another year, too, which is going to be awesome. What a throw, though, by Brock Vandegrift. Good read. So Brown cut in. I'm actually, on that play, I'm watching Brown first, right? But my mind is on that outside receiver, depending on what coverage they're in. And we caught him in the wrong coverage for that play, and that's a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive.
Hey, thank you all for all the positive, encouraging comments on this series, all the hype. You all seem to love this series just as much as I am. I know you all can tell just how much I love this series just by watching me play it. But thank you all for making it even more exciting with just having fun, the positive comments, and just we have a great community here at the Variability YouTube channel. Appreciate you all.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Make a tackle, Kentucky. Come on.
But none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
The nickel defense is working. I'm going to throw them off. Been running to Tampa too. I'm going to go a zone blitz.
Highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play.
The only time I'm not playing defensive end on that side, I could have been there. I switched to defensive tackle.
There's a rich
Good block there by the guard and tackle.
Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great
Going
lineage
man
of
here.
ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the
Yes! You all can tell I've been putting on the time, working on being better on the defensive line. I'm not perfect, but that was a great play.
Nice job
Safe tackle. I'm going to go Tampa too.
Let's go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Come on. Come on, team.
Snowed under by the
3rd and
defense.
2. They got 4 wide receivers. They could still run a draw.
Second and really, really long.
I'm going to take a risk.
Third and manageable. Nice job.
I'm going to show.
Shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're setting
I'm
up
gonna blitz
good
him.
success on third down.
What is Walker doing? He's supposed to come in.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short.
Good
Gets it
tackle.
out fast.
Good tackle. I like the wrist there, but Walker, I tried to pinch the line, but Walker stayed out there on the outside.
And he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big
Let's go cover one, contain spy.
Because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen.
I don't like this formation.
The first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch.
Okay, Auburn is starting to move the ball well. What about cover 3? No, they're going to run it. 2 receivers, 3-4, pinch buckle blitz.
Playing man coverage, quarterback timing with the wide receiver.
I'm actually going to emphasize run.
Probably still going to get hit too, and got to hold on to that thing.
The give from the gun.
And look at Walker read the run.
Backfield, he'll lose a couple.
3 receivers. Let's go nickel.
The backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh man,
I love cover 1 hold. We have help in the middle. We're going to press them, and we're going to play inside.
As the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Yes! Silver with a big-time sack.
47.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity.
Big Blue Nation's fired up tonight. Top 25 ranked place to play. It's going to keep climbing if we keep winning. Thorne's lucky he held on to the football there. He took a shot. That's a huge sack. 2 huge sacks on third and short so far this game. This Kentucky defense came to play tonight. They've came to play this entire season as well.
Keep them from getting a return and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense
on their heels
and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop.
Probably should have juked right into him.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working.
This is a touchdown
you're
pass.
Your play sheet, everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Nope. That's a bad throw.
And he just flat dropped it.
I thought Brown was going to be open, but the safety got back quick. Could have still hit him one-on-one. 85 was wide open. I threw it to the wrong tight end there. 85 was wide open in the seam there.
After the second down misfire,
not in the seam, but that would have been a great route. Okay, looking at Brown and then Key.
Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it so close to the first down.
Look at this hit. Brock, way to hold on to the football. I'm going for this. Right? Should we challenge the spot? Should we challenge the spot? It's close. I don't think it's... I think we should challenge it just to do it. It'll give us time to think, too.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor.
I think we go for this.
Here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Brock got crushed on that one.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So
they're going to think we're going to throw it. And I'm going to bluff an audible. Bluff an audible.
They'll try to pick
bluff an audible. First down.
But he has a first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go. I don't care what side of the field it is.
Touchdown pass to Dane Key.
I like my chances.
So here's what we're doing here. We're doing a hot route to Key, a straight down the field fade, and we're sending RB on more of a post. Well,
going up top on
messed up the hot route. The 12's wide open. Not 12. 7. Carry on Brown.
They've got it on the 46.
I don't know why it said 12 is open. Brock Vandegrift was wide open, everybody.
Reading the coverage, he was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they
get the he was down. Wide open. Brown was open, number 7. Number 12 is open for the throw, though. Let's go bench switch.
This Kentucky offense really moving the
I'm
ball
looking at
quickly.
Key first and then Macklin. I know Macklin is the key route, but
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets away. Slings it downfield. Complete to the
is
left.
that Brock Vandegrift or is that Patrick Mahomes out there?
Huge gain on that one before the
And you
defense
see Barryon Brown, how smart he was to run up the
Man, this
field there.
offense is so
Nice
dangerous.
long
He's got
pass.
dudes all over the field that can
But
make
that
plays.
Barryon
He's a
Brown
big
made that
gainer in the
play.
pass game.
Getting
You
to
get a
that
chunk
ball.
of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here comes Kentucky after
I'm
picking
looking at
up that
Key and
first
then
down.
Macklin.
From the red zone, looking for a space.
What a
Finds his
throw.
target down the middle. They make the stop.
Does
trying to
Dane
pick up
Key
just
have
a
sleight of
little bit
hand? He
time to get
must.
to that first
Not
down
Dane
mark.
Key. Brock
We knew coming
Vandegrift.
into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are, just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown.
We have
but
an
they just wanna get
RPO
this guy
audible.
lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
No. That one's good. We're going to get him to bite, and we're going to hit Brown Stevens across the middle.
The play action fake.
Or not.
Buying some time as he moves left.
Throw it away. I was
Oh, he
trying.
needs to get rid of it. He needs to do
I was
something,
trying to
and
throw
he
it
will
away.
go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
It was a terrible, terrible play.
the
But
QB
you all
has had a
realized
nice
my
drive.
initial read
This
was wide
offense has been
open.
throwing the
The
football
1-2
over
read,
the
I
yard.
looked at him. He
You
looked
wanna
like he
stop
got hung up.
Get pressure.
And I looked
Nice
at
job
another read,
getting
and
to
in
the
my
quarterback
peripheral, I saw how
effectively.
open he
Even better,
was.
Getting him on the ground.
I'm looking at Brown here.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Just get it away.
He
Yep.
took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the
Oh, if
football.
I hit
It's
RB
incomplete
there
and
on that
fourth
play
down's
before,
coming.
but hindsight's
Tell you
2020.
what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion.
The most
setting up
improved kicker in college football 25. Y'all, how many extra points have we missed? 6?
Even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Wow, I thought we were gonna score a touchdown there. Just a couple mistakes there. It's gonna happen in the rain, and Auburn has a great pass rush. We've seen that. They're putting the pressure on Brock.
They put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
We had the momentum, though. We had the momentum. We have
On the
composure.
move
Their
from
team is
inside his
rattled
spot.
right now.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense.
Yeah,
on the
there-
next
we got to
drive.
go dime. We got to go
And
dime. We don't need
Auburn
to
is
prevent
ready to
yet.
go back
Let's go
to
cover
work on
4.
offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something
And
before
emphasize
the break
pass.
to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out.
I
ready
was
in the
running
second.
all over the place there. I
I'm
wish I
taking
could have made a
halftime
hit on the
too,
quarterback,
I'm trying
but
to put some
he didn't
points
know what
up
to
right
do
now.
there.
Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The
That's
pass
roughing the
falls
passer, right?
incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
No? Yeah, I saw nothing.
Time now to join Kevin Connors
The
in
refs
our
here in
halftime
Lexington,
update.
Kentucky did not
Thanks,
see that.
guys. One of the best atmospheres
I did hit
in
A, though,
football,
instead of
and we've
X,
got
but
a
still, they
fun
call
one
that
from
most of the time
Lexington.
in this game.
And it's
Sit-
been
our
said
defense
football
is
a game of inches,
dominating.
And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the
think we-
low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic.
What a game so far.
But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
You know, Auburn's defense is good. Like, they're 86, and it's showing. They're a great defense. The second best defense we played, besides Georgia, of course, #1. But they are tough. Their
On
pass
the
rush
run
is
from
good.
inside
Their
his own 5.
coverage
He
is
was
good.
looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the
Let's not forget
offense
about the
back
run.
out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass
Good run.
protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He still did a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, tough.
Crano
man.
might be
They'll
open
start
for a
to see those,
touchdown
they'll
here.
panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Looking to scramble.
Or that.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game
Oh,
does
they just
some
lost
damage, and they
a
move the
player.
sticks with the first down. Man down on the
See what
play as
coverage.
the
They recovered
officials take a
3.
break to let him be
I
checked
need to
out.
look at this more after the play. Many of you have pointed that out. I just never make it a habit
They've
to
got
look at it,
the 37. It's first
but
and
it's very
10.
important.
Looking to pass. It's Vandergrift. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch.
He got his
had
world
an
rocked.
opportunity
I like
right in the
RPO
middle.
here.
It'll be second down.
They are
Couldn't make the
pressing.
connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I'm taking a shot down the field here.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback wants to throw on second down.
Marion Brown, what an audible! Read the coverage. Perfect play. Audible to a pass. Just pop it over the top.
And taking control here in week 9.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you
Wow, I love this
opportunities.
game.
Look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
They were not expecting that. So what I did there, I set the tight end down the middle. I saw the coverage, right? So they could have been disguising coverage, but they weren't. Knew what they were doing, sit the tight end straight down to get the safety off, knew it was man-on-man on the outside, had Marion Brown take it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
It actually wasn't man-on-man though, but he was the only one guarding that area. I thought it was going to be man, but I seen that play there, but it basically played as man because there's only one man guarding that zone. So the tight end got the safety. You have lone coverage there by the DB on the right.
About to kick it away.
It was a zone blitz. I was hoping for one-on-one, and we got it.
They desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.
Let's
Now
go
here
dime.
comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
Cover 4 was
After
really
giving
throwing
up
them
that
off,
score,
but
now it's incumbent on
I'm doing
this
it.
offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense?
this game's far from over.
I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Home field advantage has been key today. Our fans have been fired up, and you can tell the other team is rattled. Look, he's trying to. I'm surprised he can actually audible. You wonder if he can, though.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis.
You wonder if
And
the
good
audible
coverage
actually
by the
works,
defense,
because
just a short gain.
even though our
Auburn
fans are
lines it
not
quickly.
too crazy right now. Let's go man inside to throw him off. They just saw zone.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Just finds that little
You got him.
crevice, and he's
You got a
stopped.
tackle. Kentucky.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that
A
one.
missed tackle from our
Man, he
star
looks like
defensive
he's in a
player
rhythm on this drive,
and a poor
right?
play.
3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any
That was poor
answers for him.
tackling.
Find the offensive coordinator.
Cover
I'm letting
3
this guy
lock.
keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
No,
The
no,
huge
no, no.
explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in.
Yeah,
And
bad
he
formation.
takes it in for the score. Touchdown,
They probably would have
Tigers.
scored either way, but
Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it.
It's all right.
They have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he did get
first
that
big
extra point
defensive
through
error of
with
the
a
game
slippery surface,
was
no
that
problem.
defensive call right there on the goal line. Could we have stopped him? Maybe. We'll never know.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
We know Auburn's going to score. We know they're going to score. We can't stop them every
Looking for
time.
an alley from inside his own 10.
Hold on to the football.
Kentucky
not
has
get
it
rid of
back
the
and
run
big
game.
Blue offense takes the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time.
That's a
and put this
touchdown
one in
pass,
the end
though.
zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm this week.
What a catch. Brock needs to put that further out, but caught him sleeping again.
Finally get him on the ground to
You can't sleep with Brown out there.
The offense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, what a play.
For the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle.
I don't want to force anything.
This offense generates a massive play.
I don't want to force anything.
It's just simple.
This is when I get out of my 1-2 reads. I'm not doing that.
Setting your offense up in a good spot.
Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense.
Is halfback draw crazy?
Smothering the tight end. They know this offense
No,
is
it
gonna
should be
try to
wide
find
open.
him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect
Sumo
coverage.
fought
Nice
for
job
it.
bringing the big guy down. Not
What a
easy to do.
run.
I love when players understand.
That's what Sumo does.
And they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to.
Touchdown.
A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making.
A shot toward the end zone.
Brown!
Touchdown.
What a route and even better throw.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target.
They still have
That's
not
already his
learned.
second touchdown of the game.
You can't put Brown on an island. Yeah, we have a great audible play there, the post and then streak on the side. If you press Barry Brown, we are going to take advantage of it every single time and exploit it. You cannot press us in that situation. I understand. They realize they probably did their scouting report. We're a
And
run-focused
let's hold on
offense.
just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Hold that thought.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will
What a
stand.
catch. Barry Brown. That's the catch of the season. He's had a couple diving catches. Gets that toe in. That is fantastic. Right there, that left foot down. That was
They'll try to add
amazing.
another to their lead.
You can't press and do single coverage on Brown. You just can't do it.
Put one more on the lead.
But they did their scouting report. We're a running focused team. Here in the rain, we're dominating.
In college football this weekend, Colorado State is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just
Let's not allow any
4
big
to
plays.
New Mexico. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Smart run, actually.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency
Now,
on
if
first
they
down,
catch
man,
they
you are doing
if they
just that.
catch us,
Good spot after that
in a deep
7-yard
throw
pickup
here,
on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
that's what I would
Back to
do.
pass, it's Thorne. Got his man quickly. Oh, they knock him free. Oh,
They picked it up.
unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus,
I don't know if that was a fumble. Booth
and
is
wait
reviewing.
just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after
I
reviewing
missed the first tackle. Look at
indisputable
this.
video evidence, the replay booth has
Actually, don't
decided
look
to
at it.
overturn the call.
Nothing to see there.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Come on,
Gets it
team.
out quickly.
They're running the balls, running and throwing the ball so well on us right now.
And they get one here before the
I know we're playing a little
defense
more
finally
passive.
makes the stop.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They tried the same thing to the opposite side that worked
And
earlier.
the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How
I
about
like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance
about
and
cover
make
3
even bigger
buzz
plays
match?
than he did here, but it was
I
still
know
a
the
positive
flats
game.
are open, but
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium.
this gives us, I feel like, the best chance.
Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Wow, they're in
These wide receivers
four
are
wide
so
receiver
athletic out wide now. You're so
formation.
worried
I
about
thought they
getting
would run
beat with
this.
slant routes. It could be a good
They
change-up.
might.
I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside.
Smart
It might
throw.
not be
That's
huge
a
gains
great
all the
play.
time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
They knew
He
we've
threw
been
that
running
one with some
a
serious
zone
heat.
there,
This
and
senior
they knew they'd have
quarterback doesn't
space.
need a lot of space to get it in there.
I should have pressed them. Cover 6. Throw them off. I
Here
haven't run a
comes
cover
Auburn
6
to the
this
line
game
on
yet.
1st and 10.
We
Guys,
got
as
this.
the end of
Just
the quarter,
game managed.
Kentucky has the lead. Let's
No
take a quick
turnovers,
look at the
play
national
smart,
rankings to see how this
and we're
playoff
going to move
race is
into the top
shaping
4.
up.
College football playoff hopes are
One more
looking
quarter
good
to go,
right
it looks
now.
as if we are ready to play.
My main goal this season was to make a bowl. I did not know we'd be dominating.
On 1st down. He'll keep it himself.
I should have made a better hit there, or I should have made a hit. I was there to make the play.
The QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Illegal man
The
downfield.
officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
That is huge.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Keeping it
With
on the ground
RPOs,
with a
that's the
single
risk
back.
you take.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Cover 2 hard flat
Nice
with
job
the
by
spy.
running back, finding space, getting
Guard the
downhill,
sticks.
making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Tackling is so
And
tough.
sure, tackling there
If
to
you
keep
hit
him
X,
from
you're in
getting
trouble.
first
You just
down
got to
run.
hit A every time.
Keep the foot on the pedal.
Good play,
if you're on
though.
offense, or you
I'm
got
running
that
the same
yardage.
play.
Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Dropped it.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That's how you
Kentucky
play.
sends the offense back
That would have been a
out onto the
touchdown.
field.
What a hit stick.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed.
It was a bad pass, though. Did you see that? The pass was in the red. So it was low, and he had to reach back for it, and then he got
They'll
hit
get this
sticked
drive
right there.
going from the 17.
That's on the quarterback. I've done that before a
Running back
lot.
searching for a hole. Picks
Hold
his
on
way
to the
ahead,
football.
Pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard
We're going to go
line.
conservative.
You know, it's so important for offenses.
I
to
love
keep
this game
third
so
downs
much. You
managed.
know, you
The way
come
do
out,
that is by
home
having
field
success
advantage, you
like
take
that,
momentum, you
running
play
the
good
on
football,
first down.
you
After
win
the
ball
3-yard
games.
Pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground.
You know, I'm usually not this much of a game manager in trying to limit turnovers and playing smart. Most of the time when I play this game, I get way too carried away. I get out of the 1-2 read offense, and I do like 3, 4, 5 reads, and I get sacked and I throw interceptions. But
can we run the ball
try
down
to
their throats
really play
and
smarter
impose
and
our will? That's what this
play
offense
better
right now is trying to do.
and get better each day.
Sweet cut there. Cross
And it's
the
paying
30
off.
to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
We don't need to
I
draw.
think that
We
was
just
an
need a
example of
regular
the
run.
Offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and
We don't
it's
have time for an
incomplete.
audible.
Now you've set up 3rd and
I would have
long.
audible to a
Now you're set
touchdown
up to
pass.
fail.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different
Lead
ways
the
they can
nation
attack you.
in first
They're
downs. Y'all
versatile.
hear
They
that?
could throw it, they could run it. They've got so much balance. And that's what makes them so hard to stop.
We just got to keep running.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
What a game. Like,
The give. and
this
tick,
team is
tick, tick,
amazing.
tick,
Our
tick, tick.
defense gets the game ball
They'll stop
because
him
they
after
saved the
a
game
minimal pickup.
multiple times. Our defense came out ready to play. let the clock run down. Let's nil it.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation.
It is the end of the game. It's fourth quarter. Now I know my clock management skills are not the best. But wait, why are we not shooting clock? Oh. Huh. Fourth down. I'm just going to have a seat back down. I'm just going to seat down in my chair for a bit. Speaking of my clock management skills. Flashback to Georgia, anybody at the end of the half? It doesn't. This one doesn't matter at all. 44-7, but you all are probably cracking up right now.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Oh my, we have fun here in the gamer building community. I said I'm a game manager with regards to not turning over the football. When it comes to time management, I'm not a game manager. As far as running out clock, I can do that well, but 2-minute offenses and such, oh no.
Pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating.
Maxwell, take it to the house.
So if you're on the field
That's
right
not
now,
Maxwell.
You've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something.
Go cover
game
four
is
drop.
over, to be clear, they're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters, and maybe find something.
Announcers. I was calling out the announcers, and I'm just.
Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs
That's too
on the
funny.
field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he was loose and
I
not
thought that was an
stopped until
injury
he gets
timeout.
to
It's
the
not.
47-yard line. The offense will have to use its first.
Let's get a pick
timeout of the
six.
half. He wants to throw. The sure hands. It's Hunter.
I tried to
Makes
strip
the
it.
catch and he's brought down.
No!
Looks as if we have an
This is
injury
why our
on
backup
that
should
last
be
play,
in.
and we'll take a break to check him out.
Jackson got hurt. Please hope he's okay. Let's take a look at our wear and tear. So thank you
Now
all
on
for telling me how to do
second
this.
down.
Left trigger, and then, oh yeah, oh there it is. Walker is looking tired. Everybody else
Dropping
looking pretty
back,
good.
it's Thorne.
Or
Pressure
Walker had
coming.
some wear and tear.
And it's incomplete. It was wild.
Everybody
high
else
and
looks
wide
good.
on that one. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle.
He missed it.
Another
Their quarterback is
incompletion on
rattled.
3rd
That's the
down.
composure when you're on the road.
That's just the kind
If
of
you all
game
watch
this
my
quarterback
career
in
mode
this
series on the
offense.
channel,
Great game
you all know what
plan,
happens when you get rattled, or if you played this game away and lost momentum. This season, we've done a good job on the road of not losing momentum. But we go to Tennessee next week, and that's a Tennessee team that needs to win.
And that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He wants to
That's
go
a pick.
deep. Fires
Childress,
it again.
take it to the house.
Takes it the other way. And he's
Now
wrapped
victory
up.
formation.
Solid return on the pick.
Let's try this again.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession
There's wear and
lead.
tear.
Take away
Okay,
all
just
the
train them.
deep
Everybody
stuff.
else is good.
Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Kentucky
and they
Wildcats
stamp
are
this game.
8-0.
We sensed a great deal of
Let's
confidence,
go.
almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You know, game ball, of course, goes to Barryon Brown. Played incredible football today. Just got open for big plays. 5 receptions, over 170 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But also, our whole defense deserves it. our defense shut that Auburn offense down. Now, that was Auburn's weakness. They were 82 overall offense. Their defense was 86, and their defense was fine. First quarter, they shut us out, and we started getting into a rhythm, calling some better plays, taking advantage of poor coverage and poor alignments. You cannot press Barion Brown. They made that mistake multiple times this game. Every time they did it, it was a touchdown pass. And that touchdown catch that Brown had in the back of the end zone was just phenomenal. That is Kentucky victory, 24-7, 6-0 in the SEC, 8-0 in the conference. And you have to go undefeated to be in the SEC championship, basically. So we got to keep this up in the SEC. We go to Tennessee next week. That is going to be a much different environment. As we take a look at the stats, 311 yards of total offense, not a whole bunch. But our defense locked them down. 201 yards allowed, held them to 50 rushing yards and only one rushing touchdown. We did not have a rushing touchdown, believe it or not. But wow, we had passing touchdowns. 10 completions out of 16 passes, 3 touchdowns, and 218 passing yards. A much different offense today. We hit the big plays when they were open and got the job done, right? That's how you play football right there. Possession time was even. They moved the ball well. They struggled to score, and they struggled to perform when they really needed to. They weren't bad at moving the ball, but when our defense was in third down positions and in positions to limit touchdowns, they did a great job. 10 for 16 from Brock. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. More than a game manager today. I feel like that's always my strategy. I'm trying to manage the game, not throw interceptions, and it pays off. But he was more than a game manager, throwing touchdown passes today. He is more than a game manager. Come on. And then Trainum, 13 for 79. Didn't have a lot of action. The big one is 5 receptions, 170 yards. Barion Brown, 34 average with 2 touchdowns. He's so good. And he had not been getting the ball much recently. And then our defense, the star of the show today, Hardaway with 7 tackles, Jackson with a lot of tackles. Now, interesting to see the injury report after this. Hopefully he's fine. A rainy night in Lexington, Kentucky. We continue to shock the nation here. The Kentucky Wildcats might move into the top 5 after this. I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots, and then of course we got scouting. I'm going to take a look at some season stats. So I couldn't leave without showing you all the catch. So this was the play. A lot of plays really changed this game, but I saw the press coverage on the outside, and I saw where the safety was aligned. And there's just no way anybody can get over there to help. So I audibled to a post on the slot with Key, and then a touchdown potential pass for Barion Brown. And here's how it played out. So I want you all to see that catch. We got some good angles on it earlier. But so you see it there. But watch this catch for Barion Brown. Like, this is absolutely fantastic. This is what he does. Catches it, drags both feet. He's ready to play on Sundays. And I hope he doesn't get drafted. I hope he stays another year. Maybe we can talk him out of going pro. But that's a big time catch from Brown. Like, are you kidding me? Fantastic. That's how you play football, everybody. Getting his feet down inbounds and just making big time plays. This Kentucky team does not mess around. So it is time to move on and take a look ahead. We got scouting, of course. Probably have some hard sells we can do to get some more recruits here to commit. What a game. We are playing some incredible football. Like, this Dynasty mode is so much fun. You know, I really have to focus, and I really have to make sure I don't do anything crazy. Sometimes I make mistakes, right? I don't claim to be the best head coach ever, but what I can claim is we started the season 8-0. So this is a dream start I never expected. Wow, home field advantage, the top 25th place to play. 6th ranked Kentucky and climbing. This is my favorite Dynasty I've done so far. So I have a Texas Tech Dynasty I'm doing for live streams. That's been awesome. If you want to tune into those, you can check the Twitch link at the bottom of the description. That's where I stream that. And we are doing great with Texas Tech. So that's an awesome season. I have a couple other Dynasties I'm running for fun outside, of course, this YouTube series and the Twitch series. And this is my best one so far, the best I play, but it's because I really focus up. I try not to turn over the football. Believe it or not, when you don't turn over the football, you win more games. That's bizarre, isn't it? Wow. Let's go into recruiting now and see if we can get some big-time recruits. What do we have here? That's right. We got the commits already. Drayton, the running back. Jim, running back. He's going to be good. That kid's going to be really good. We got Rooks, our first 5-star. Got Kendricks, the 6'3" tight end, or defensive tackle. That's right. That's the one from Lexington, Kentucky. We got Colton Sanders, which is the 6'2" tight end. We're trying to get the other tight end. So now we have Oscar Paducci, and we're competing with Washington here. I believe that's Washington. And we tried to sway last time. We did not have as much success. They're probably hard selling. So they're probably hard selling. The problem that we have right now is proximity to home. Right? That is the big problem. It's what they want. And did we have a success for sway? I mean, did we? Well, wait. I needed to sway them. Okay, I think on this one, I think I did the sway wrong. So I should have swayed on something we want them to like more. Instead, I can't sway them to want proximity to home. They already want that. So I need to sway them to want another category. I can't do that. So, but what I'm going to do, this is our only chance. We're about to lose them. So we had the visit scheduled. They're top 3. Keep in mind, once that influence is full, they're going to get it. So this is a last effort. And what we're going to do, we have 60 points. We are going to... I wish I would have swayed right. Imagine if I would have swayed to what we should have, which should have been athletic. Anything that includes athletic and champion. Oh, never mind. That's why we did that. We didn't have something that included athletic facilities and championship contender and conference prestige, which is what I wanted. So we couldn't really sway them. We'd have had to sway them on something completely different. It wouldn't have worked. So the sway works best. What I've found in this game is when you have 2 of the same, 2 ones they like, and you're sitting good in that, and you have a third that is something that they don't value, they don't have a motivation for it or interest, but you have a strong grade with the school. So we can't really use it with this. I guess I was trying to sway them to like the A-minuses better, but we are going to not sway. We're going to have to hard sell. Well, so what we're going to hard sell, oh no, the only thing that includes athletic and championship contenders, proximity to home. You think our scouting team can pull this off? Does anybody think our scouting team could somehow find a way to be like, California is just a week away, just a flight away? It's a gamble. It's a gamble. Like, there's no doubt about that. It could lead to a big... Oh, look. Since we beat Auburn on a blowout, they do like us more, but it doesn't look like it. We moved down. The visit went that bad, Oscar? Okay. We may not be getting them. We're going to try. So we're doing that. We have 25 more points. Could we soft sell too? On something different? It's risky. What did we sway? We swayed towards that. Maybe the sway worked. Maybe the sway worked, right? I think we just DM, use the 25 points here, and just, we need luck. We need luck on our side. We need luck. Every player has a perfect pitch, right? And this player's perfect pitch, unfortunately, does not match ours. I swayed wrong, but I didn't really sway wrong. We needed one that included athletic facilities and championship contender, and then something else like conference prestige or playing time. There wasn't that. So you could have tried to sway them to playing time and other categories, but that's just not gonna work probably. I love the scouting in this game. The more I play it, the more I get into it. What I find is you want to make sure that you get to hard sell fastest and you get their perfect pitch. So a perfect pitch would mean 3 check marks there on their motivations that match your school. But that's when sway comes in, because if you don't have a grade, you can try to sway them to something that your school likes. But it's best when you already have 2 categories they like. So I'm just learning more as I play this game, and I'm loving it. I am loving it. And I know we talked about a lot about DM, social media, and friends and family. How it seems like they give more interest. But what I found is actually sitting in the house seems to do a little bit more. But this player we need to hard sell. 100%. We should have hard sell last week. We want them to come here no matter what. And we have their perfect pitch already. Don't we? Yeah. Athletic facilities, coach prestige, and conference prestige. This is probably going to lock them in. Because we're going to get a bonus to that. We're going to get max influence. And that's the quarterback I really want. Now, granted, Wisconsin is not really going after him. So we're probably going to lock them in anyways. But you don't want to lose them. And we have 10 more points. Let's just go ahead and DM them. Just to spend them. And then Tremaine Stack. Athletic, elusive back. And I appreciate you all leaving things, throughout the comments, just things that you all have noticed works, and just positive feedback on the series, and also just kind of things that we could scout a little bit better. Everybody has their own scouting strategy. I have mine and I'm developing mine, but I still like to see your alls, and I've learned a lot from you all. Hey, I read all your all's good comments, and the ones that have constructive feedback, constructive positive, not just constructive blasting me. So yeah, I read those, and it helps a lot. It helps a lot. I get a lot of your ideas, kind of what you all do, what works for you all, and what works for me. But one thing I found out, it seems to me that sending the house adds more influence than doing... I could be wrong on this. I didn't mean to back out of scouting there, but I could be wrong. It seems like sending the house always does more influence than if you just do the other ones, all 3. The DM, contact friends and family, and social media. Although it looks like you have more influence, overall, it just doesn't seem to be the case. It always seems to me that... I could be wrong on this, but it always seems to me that send the house does more. So that's something I'm still trying to figure out. If you all know, let me know. We're going to schedule a visit. And FCS gives us no boost. We could have them come into Louisville. Louisville is struggling here in this dynasty. Oh, the reason we haven't scheduled a visit is because we don't know, but we do know. Look, we know. Campus lifestyle is a check. They only have 2 more gray areas that we haven't figured out. 2 more question marks. It's got to be proximity to home. And we may lock in Tremaine because of that. Right? Yeah, we may lock them in. Should we just have them visit on not a game day? As early, because you want to have them visit as early as possible. I'm going to do it. Because we know proximity to home is going to be important to them. So we're going to go ahead and lock that in. And since we know campus lifestyle is a C, that's okay. We have A+ proximity to home. We're going to hard sell. We're going to hard sell something, well, if we can. Do we have something that fits all the categories for their perfect pitch? We do. So their perfect pitch is hometown hero, campus lifestyle, proximity to home, and program tradition. So we're going to lock that in and just hope that that C does not really mess us up. And I don't think it will. I do not think it will. We may lock in Tremaine Stack. Now we have Ty Hodges, the 6'6" tight end that I love. And we've almost got him here on a scholarship. We have their perfect pitch already. So let's go ahead. Their 3 check marks. We're going to start to hard sell. I feel like I waited too long to hard sell in this dynasty, but of course I'm learning. This is my first started dynasty, and I added like 35 prospects to my list at the beginning. But you're learning. That's the beauty of this game and beauty of new dynasty modes. You're You're going to make mistakes early on. You don't really need a list of 35. You want to keep it a little more narrow, like 10, 15, sometimes a little bit higher as you build. But their perfect pitch is coach's favorites. And then we can still DM them to get a little bit more. And then Storm Livings is a linebacker who likes us. Purdue's coming after him. We got great influence on him last week. And we don't have much information about their motivation. We can't schedule a visit until after we're in their top 5. And we can't even do soft or hard sell until they're in the top 5 either. So I think... See, here's an example though. I talk about sending the house. So see, this is something that I've noticed. If they're in your pipeline, you seem to get more influence each week. So you see we're 4 pipeline, which is really good. 5, I think, is the highest, which is Ohio State there. It seems players that are in your pipeline are going to get an influence gain each week compared to teams that don't have as high of a pipeline. So you do get a pipeline influence, it seems. And also, that does influence the influence you get from these as well, obviously. So I'm still trying to figure out. I've done it multiple weeks in other dynasties to try to figure out, does Send the House do more or does these combined? On paper, that's 2 plus 5 plus 4, which is 9, versus Send the House, which says it's 5 plus a bonus 1 at the bottom for maximum influence. But what I don't know is it worth it to do the 40 points here, or should you always send house? And I'll be honest with you, I have not found a perfect system for it. I go back and forth on it all the time. This week, I'm leaning towards send the house. So yeah, I think it's different from week to week. It depends on the pipeline. I do think, just to point this out, send the house does seem to give you information on the player faster than all the others. So I'm talking about information on soft and hard sell. So the motivations for the players seems to be quicker when you're sending the house. So that is something that I feel like I have found from sending the house versus social media DM player friends and family. I could be wrong. You know, I feel like we're all learning this together. And as we play it, you all might have picked up on some things that I haven't. But that's just what I've found. Is sending the house, you learn those faster. So Storm Livings is when we can actually probably send the house on and get a boost and learn more about the motivation. Even though, no, why would we change it up? Look, what we're doing for him is working. Did he just visit? No, we can't visit yet. So I'm not changing a thing. If it's working, I don't mess with it. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. And look, we had a very successful soft sell. That is massive. So Louisville tried. They moved up. But now we're going to hard sell. This is when we send the hard sell and we really try to lock in this cornerback. Dylan Rowe is a great cornerback. Has good zone coverage, good speed, and not great man coverage. So he'll fit perfect on this Kentucky team. We do not have great man coverage. So let's go a hard sell. Their perfect pitch fits beautifully. It's going to be TV time, brand exposure, championship, and playing time. We already know the soft sell worked. This is going to lock them in. They are going to be a Kentucky Wildcat. I really believe. Now they're not in the top yet. So of course they're making their decision top 3. They may commit early. They visit on week 9. Oh, they just visited. Look how, no wonder. Look at that. So one thing that's huge on this, if you have them visit and you already know their motivations and you hard sell on that same day, a lot of times you'll get that player to commit, which is massive. You can see we blew out Auburn, and look at the pluses at the bottom right of the screen there. That's 10. Team meeting plus 3, 10 total. That is massive. The influence we just gained, that's the reason it moved up so much. And they're probably going to sign after the hard sell. So I like to talk through the scouting and tell you all my strategies because you all may learn something and you all, may not like something of my strategy. It's always possible. Did we soft sell at all? They visited and they had a great experience. Keenan Malik, wide receiver, good catching, good jumping, and great speed. Yes, they're not in our pipeline. Proximity to home is fine. Now here's the thing. We only know 2 motivations. You're always going to know those 2 after you add them to, it seems after you add them to your list and advance, you're going to get 2. But that third one is going to take a while to reveal, right? So this is when we take a gamble. Because we are down behind South Carolina there by quite a bit. They did have a successful visit. We take a gamble here. So we have to add action. Hard sell. We have to guess on that third category. What is their perfect pitch? Let's see. It has to be something that includes coach prestige and proximity and home together. It has to be. It has to include those 2. So we look through until we find one that fits those 2. There might only be the one. No, athletic facilities. Ooh, this truly is a risk. Do they like athletic facilities or academics? That's the only 2 options. So we have this is a guess. We have to make a decision between student of the game and coach's favorite. Now, athletic facilities, we have a better grade in. We can hope. We can hope. We're losing. Why not take a risk? They had a successful visit. We are guessing at this point. Let's DM them as well. I feel like we're all going to be on the edge of our seat to see how Keenan is going to respond after that. And then we got Rashard Dugans. We're up there. This was the wide receiver on the list that we had just added not too long ago, I believe. Yeah, look at the influence gained. What? They saw Kentucky move up to the top. Brand exposure is their deal breaker, and we have that. They gained a lot of influence with that initial contact. So this is one that makes me think that was better than sending the house. Here I go back and forth. It's probably our pipeline. It is. Look, pipeline tier is 4. None of the other teams are in this player's pipeline recruiting them. So that means we had a huge, huge boost. I kind of wish that we would have sent the house, and I think we will send the house and see if it gives us more information there to the right. So we should have sent the house, because sent the house, I believe, is how you get those motivations. So see how we didn't learn the 2 motivations right away? It seems to me, once you add them to the list, offer a contract, and send the house, you seem to get 2 motivations. I could be wrong. No, maybe that's when you get to the top 8. I might have said that wrong earlier. It seems to me that once you add them to the list, once you offer them, and once you send the house, you seem to always get 2 motivations. Huh. If you all could let me know, timestamp, whatever timestamp this is, you all know that? Because I'm not for sure on that. This is a great receiver, though. It's in our pipeline. I'm going to send the house next. And Ezekiel Kumar. And we'll check right at the end of this video. We'll check the recruiting results and see what happened. We won't do recruiting for the next week yet. But I'm very interested. Is this the one we... Oh, we did not soft sell. But we are barely leading now. The Gym Athletic Scrambler quarterback, who could be a good backup quarterback in the future. Do we have enough for a soft sell? We do. We have enough for a hard sell. We already know their perfect pitch. We don't necessarily fully meet it to perfection. Their perfect pitch is student of the game. But proximity at home, we hit it A+. So let's do that and DM player and then schedule a visit as early as we can. And complimentary visit, another tight end, or with the tight end. So we're going to go proximity to home family visit. There we go. The reason I'm doing the bye week, because I want it as soon as we can get it. You don't get the game boost, but you also don't have the pressure of losing the game. So that's always a plus. Paul Snead was a new wide receiver we added. Good speed. And we got pretty good influence for our first interaction. And we got one motivation. So it's sending the house, I feel like, that's really key in motivation. At least in my experience. You all may have found something completely different, but it seems to give you more information on the motivations. Because it seems like, I could be wrong, it seems like every single time that I add a prospect, we go to we advance a week after we send the house. After that initial send the house, it seems like I usually have one or two of the motivations. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just happens randomly. Maybe it's all luck. I don't know. But it does seem to work out a lot of times. Bin skills. 96 speed. This is the one. I remember this. And look at the influence we gained. Not in the pipeline at all. We didn't gain any motivation. So this is when we probably send the house for this player. They love us. We already did all of that. So let's send the house. See if we can gain some more motivations. And then we can start to soft sell. Well, they're still a long way off their decisions, but I still want to send the house. And then these are ones who could change their mind, right? Because they chose Georgia, but we are second. And they could always back out. Penn State, they still have a visit scheduled with us. Does that still work? They're verbally. What if they visit Kentucky on week 9? Wait, that would have already happened. Oh, yeah. I don't think they're coming to Kentucky. So I think we save those 50 hours. You know, they do carry over from week to week. And we go ahead and see the results. My big question mark is not that one. My big question mark is here. We're sending the house when we were not before. So Paul Snead and Ben Skels. We sent the house on them. We have one motivation for Snead, none for Skels. So let's see after we send the house if we unlock more motivations. So let's go ahead and advance the week here. I feel like our recruiting class is looking really good. I love this game. I know you all can tell that. I say that every episode, but look at this. It worked. Oscar Paducci. That was the one that we went all out. We did the hard sell. Yes, it worked. That was the one who we were in second, right? We might have been first barely. Oscar Paducci, 5-star left tackle, is massive. Our weakness on the line is right side, but we can always move Oscar to the right side of the line. That is massive. Our second 5-star recruit for season 1. The quarterback, hard sell worked. I'm telling you all, when you find out those motivations, they fit your team, you go into the hard sell. You go in there. Because these were all close. We knew we needed to make a move, and we made that move. And Ty Hodges, look, all of our hard sells worked. This is our best week of recruiting ever. 5-star, 4-star, and this is the 6'6" tight end, Ty Hodges from Ohio. Dylan Rowe, the quarterback. That was our last-ditch effort for Rowe. Remember, these last 2 weeks, we're trying to battle back. We're trying to get these recruits. I've been playing this game a lot and really trying to learn the insides and outs of recruiting. I don't know everything, but this class is insane. Dylan Rowe was when we started to recruit late, but we fit their categories. We did the great hard sell, and they committed to Kentucky. This is amazing. This is the recruiting. Another one! Ezekiel Kumar. That was the gym athletic quarterback from Louisville, Kentucky. Everything worked. Now, it's not always going to go this way. That was insane. That's the best recruiting week I've ever had in the Dynasty mode. in this video game. That is nuts. Kentucky is now ranked 4th in the nation, I believe. If that's showing correct there. We just locked in. These were close battles, a lot of them. The tight end wasn't. The cornerback was we got a big advantage on Louisville after the visit, right? But a lot of these, this one was close. This one was extremely close. Washington was at top, remember? Washington was at top. We knew we had to take a risk. It paid off. Oh my, that's amazing. That is the pickup of the Dynasty. A 5-star gym. That's insane. That was a battle. That is why recruiting in this game is just fantastic right there. That was a recruiting battle. And you all are going to remember this story next season when they're in the starting lineup. You all are going to remember this. Like, remember that battle against Washington for Oscar Paducci? Because we were there. That was amazing. Okay, so Stack has reached top, and we are number 1. Top 3, and we're number 2 on the wide receiver Malik. We did gain more influence than South Carolina that week, so whatever we did is working. Storm Livings, we're at the top, and we're number 3 on Sneed, number 1 on Dugans, and number 1 on Scales. Okay. And this Kentucky Wildcats team will face off against Tennessee, this number 4 ranked team in the nation. So that's the difference in the dynasty modes, like when you play more, like I was talking about earlier in this video. But Tennessee, in one of my dynasties, is number 1 in the nation. They're dominating. And then in this one, they're 2-5, 0-4. There's so much variability when you play this game and you start new dynasties, which to me adds to the replayability, because you dive in, you're like, wow, this is completely different. There's different teams in the top 25. You know, I realize some people might not like that because you're like, it just doesn't make sense. And who knows? Maybe Tennessee had some injuries. Maybe something happened. Maybe a starter went out. We don't know their story, but something like that could have happened. But the big thing, we were going to check recruiting. I want to check. We got a lot of new recruits here, but we had the question marks on the send the house, right? Look how many recruits. This is one of the best recruiting classes. It's amazing. Okay, this is the one. So we sent the house, and did we gain any more influence? We gained really about the same. We gained a lot sending the house. We really did. Okay. But we didn't gain any more motivations. Did we win more? So we didn't seem to gain as much as that. So it might be best to... I'll have to think on that. Because we didn't gain... I don't think we gained any more on both of these players. So when we do scouting this week, which will be at the next episode, look at this class. Let's take a look at the top classes. That is 2 5-stars, 1 Gilm 4-star, another 4-star, another 4-star, and a 4-star that I think is going to be a great quarterback in the future. A tight end. This was the big one. Dylan Rowe, we didn't start recruiting till later on. Good thing they're from Paris, Kentucky. And then Kumar there was a Gilm 3-star. Where's the top classes? We've got to be pretty good. 20, I will take that. Our first season here for Kentucky, locked in. What? 20 right now, and we're climbing? We're not done yet. We are not done yet. Georgia has the most 3 stars or 5 stars, but we are right there. Wow. Now we might have to do some scouting. We have 410 hours. Might get some late recruiters in the next episode. So we may be able to lock in this many more 4 stars. It's going to be a battle. Some of them, especially this one, the hard sell worked. The hard sell worked. Oh, it did work big time. And we're gaining more on South Carolina. If we do that same thing, we're going to get them. And what about this guy? Can we... They're in top 5. We can start selling. We don't have a lot. We're going to have to take a risk. These were late wide receivers. We don't really have time. Well, do we have time? We have a little bit of time. We have just a little bit of time. Because Notre Dame is moving up a little bit. We're moving up pretty even. But we're going to have to gain an advantage. Now, we have a great advantage on Ben Scales. Top 4 team in the nation. You better believe it. Let's go. Next episode, you see the number 4 ranked Kentucky Wildcats going into Tennessee. A huge rivalry matchup. Wildcats versus the Volunteers. That's going to be a tough environment to play in. And you better believe Tennessee would love nothing more than giving us our first loss of the season and possibly knocking us out of the SEC championship. Let's actually take a look at conference standings. And I said we were going to review stats too, right? We are number 1 in the conference. We're the only undefeated team. Alabama in 2nd, Oklahoma in 3rd. So the good news is, even if we lose one game, we'd still be number 1. Or at least top 3. Well, that's not good news, because what if we lose the tiebreak to both Alabama and Oklahoma? Let's just win. Let's just win. Heisman watch. Who do we have in the Heisman watch? I don't think that... Yeah, we won't be in it. Holden there from Oregon, wide receiver, is leading. If we would have thrown the ball more to Barryon Brown, there's a chance he could have made it. And there's bowl projections. Let's see what they predict. And there's playoff projections. So here, I'm just going to run through this so you all can see it. Look at this Peach Bowl. College football playoffs. Oh my. It is so beautiful to see Kentucky there. But those teams, this game will humble you fast. And we've been smart. I've been making good decisions, been smart with the football. As soon as we start turning it over, oh my. So here we go. Conference winners. They're predicting Kentucky to win the SEC. The 4 conference winners, they're predicting Miami, Kentucky, Utah, and Michigan as the top 4 seeds. We would be a 3 seed right now, but we could move up higher than that. And we'd play the winner right now of Alabama and Florida State. You have Oklahoma, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma State, Oregon, and Liberty. Look at Liberty. I played a play now game of Western Kentucky versus Liberty. Away in Liberty, they beat me 50-3. Yeah, it was a little bit of a good game. A little bit of a good game. So now let's take a look at the stats here. How is the team shaping up this season? Brock Vandegrift, 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Most of those 7 interceptions were earlier on. Now I've developed a 1-2 look system. 1-2 read, run it, or take the sack. 1-2 read, run it, take the sack. There's going to be exceptions to that of making the wrong read and throwing interceptions, but Trainum is having a good season. 712 yards and 9 touchdowns. He has had only 1 fumble too. Brock has fumbled 3 times, but 4 rushing touchdowns. Now receiving, Barryon Brown, 746 receiving yards, 9 touchdowns. Is that on 22 receptions? That is insane. Average per game is 93. Big play offense, right? Big play offense. Barryon Brown, when he gets a reception, he takes it a long ways. Dane Key, 22 receptions, 413 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You know, we don't throw the ball very much, but when we throw it, we capitalize. Macklin has only had 9 receptions, but 3 touchdowns on those 9 receptions. Amazing. And we're also throwing it to the running back a lot out of the backfield. What a season. Should we look who's leading the league in passing? So looking at the league standings here passing, you have Cameron Rising at the top, 2,782 yards. Yeah, we are not up there. Now, rushing leader is Donovan Edwards from Michigan, 939 yards, 7 touchdowns. Honestly, Trainum's right there. Trainum's 3rd. Oh, wow. What a season. Trainum also are we leading in touchdowns? No. Helm is leading in touchdowns, but we have 2nd place. That's amazing. Let's take a look at receiving. Who's leading receiving? That's going to be Donovan Ollie and Dakari Collins. They're having amazing seasons. So we are not up there with yards. Well, we're not too bad. Barryon Brown, there we are. Yeah, that's not bad at all. If he keeps doing what he's been doing recently, he's going to move way up that list. What an episode. Thank you all so much for watching this video to the end. This Kentucky team is playing amazing. Now, Tennessee may humble us fast, and if they do, we'll bounce back. Hopefully we go into Tennessee and get momentum early. We're going to do the same thing we've been doing away this season. Force turnovers early, play smart, don't turn over the football, gain some composure early, and then attack. Probably running the game against Tennessee. We'll see. If you all got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. You can check the playlist in the video description if you're looking for more episodes. And I have a full Road to Glory series as a quarterback for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. That's been a blast. I mean, that series makes you really feel like a true freshman. It is so tough. It is so tough. This game, if you don't turn over the ball, you make it so much easier. But as soon as you start to turn over the ball, wow, you lose composure and you lose momentum fast. This is a game of momentum. This season shows that. We're gaining momentum and we're keeping it, not making a lot of mistakes, and everything's working out. That could turn around very quickly here in Tennessee. I will see you all in the next video on the channel. I usually post these, it seems like every other day right now is kind of a good pace for them. They're longer videos, so they take a long time to produce and then edit, and also to process on YouTube for them to be high video quality. So I can't get them done every day. I would love to if I could. But so every other day for Dynasty, and Road to Glory will be on the days in between the Dynasty episodes. That way we still have college football. I'm having a blast with this game. You'll continue to see this on the channel because I love this video game. I will see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.